I lead an activist environmental justice organization called Earthlife Africa, based in Johannesburg. Since 2018, I have spent time in the Musina-Makhado, Limpopo province of South Africa as part of my work of supporting community-based organizations and interest groups to link environmental rights with their everyday struggle, particularly around extractivism that is happening. So the organization has partnered with a number of community-based organizations that have raised concerns regarding the erosion of their hard-won gains. And I'm here today on behalf of Mpateleni Magaulele, a sacred sites keeper who is a local leader in the area around Musina-Makhado, challenging the project. According to her, the project is a destruction of their way of life and disrespect of their forebearers and their ancestors. This case is also part of my commitment to expose environmental corruption wherever it happens, where I'm aware of.
Makoma, ¿podrías explicarle a este tribunal qué está sucediendo en tu territorio y cuáles son los principales impactos a la naturaleza y a las personas?
Yes, I heard the question. I'm waiting for the slides to be on the screen. Yes, thank you. Protecting the environment is not a crime. That is what loosely that says utireledza mubo asimulandu. Can you go to the next slides? I'm going to share here around the proposed project of Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone, and that special economic zone threatens the heart of Limpopo. The second slide. So this proposed project, it's around what we call the Vembe district of Limpopo. This is one of the areas in South Africa that has got a pristine biodiversity, and it is one of the biospheres in the country. So the project site is actually at the north of Limpopo, next to the border of Zimbabwe, and this is where the location is. Next slide. The project is termed as an energy metallurgical special economic zone. There are proposed activities there. Some of the proposed activities of this special economic zone is a coal-fired power station, and at the beginning it was a coal-fired power station, then it was changed into some nuclear plant, then it was changed into some renewable energy solar plant, and this was due to our opposition of interacting and challenging the environmental impact assessment. There's also a coal washery, a carbon ferrochrome plant, a silicone magazine plant, a vanadium steel plant, mechanical lime plant, and that is the developer's eye view of what they think or what they see the project to look like. The next slide. The people, the Limpopo province, through its provincial Limpopo Economic Development and Tourism, which is a provincial department around the environment, and with its agency called Limpopo Economic Development Agency, are the ones that are staying in the country or that have agreements with the Chinese companies and investors. And those Chinese companies and investors include two state-owned investors. So there's a province in China that has partnered with the Limpopo province of South Africa, and they're the ones that are proponents of this special economic zone. Can we go to the next slide? So if this project goes ahead, this is what the impacts are going to be. There's almost 100,000 trees that are going to be uprooted. And amongst those trees would be the baobab trees. These baobab trees is one of the trees that is embedded in the cultures and the traditions of the people in the area, and this is the trees that the Big Five also related to. The biodiversity loss that is being identified as one of South Africa's major environmental challenges, and this is not only in the Musina-Makhado, but it's also in other areas. So the clearing of the MMSEZ site, we're making way for the project, will result in the removal of almost 100,000 protected trees like marula, baobab, mopani, along with many other species. The marula and the mopani are part of the food security in the area. There's also going to be pollution that is going to take place in the area. The activities that are going to take place in this place are high emitters of pollutants like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, various grades of particulate matters and others. In some cases, as we know that minimum emission standards around pollution are not respected in South Africa, there's going to be high emissions that is going to take place in this area should this go ahead. And this will in turn impact on human and environmental health aside. It is expected that the Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone will contribute between 10 to 16% of South Africa's carbon budget when measured against the Paris Agreement goals and carbon reduction imperatives. And can we go to the next slide? So this has made people to come together, and people